Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Ali A here, and we are gonna come at you guys with another YouTube video for today. Right now, we are playing Uno. Hey,
Man, this is not no Uno. This is obviously Call of Duty.
Oh yes, this is the new and improved Call of Duty for the year of 2019. With your host, Silent Moon, aka Ishmael P. Rails, and our other host, AJ NFL King.
AJ.
Also known as Alex. Alright, let me chill out with the voice. But welcome back. You already know what's going down. This is episode number 52.
52.
That's 52. The big 5-2, bro. That's 1 year of
Man, I'm trying to
podcasting.
find something wrong with that shit. 52. I don't know. But yeah, it's 52.
And unfortunately,
like, who knew it's 52?
Who knew we was gonna get all the way to 52? Ooh, that's a bar. I'm gonna write that down somewhere. That's a bar. Anyways,
I'm dead.
head ass. But anyways, on this episode, unfortunate bitch.
Dub.
This man. Okay. For those that are listening and not watching, which is on YouTube, by the way, in case you're curious about that, we are playing Uno.
Yeah.
And shit. And this man really fucking dubbed the game with the wild card being the last card. We should make that illegal. That should be illegal, but it's not.
Why? It should be low-key, but I understand.
Because that's like the most cheese card ever. But anyways, Jose, aka Wild Panther 37, he is not.
He is absent.
He is absent today. He went out of town to the strip club. You already know how that goes.
Yep.
Hey, it is. But yeah, he's not gonna be here this episode, unfortunately. So right now it's just gonna be me and a homeboy Alex. But we still coming in with the heat though. We got topics.
Still coming in with the heat.
We got
man.
all the topics that you could talk about. Starting off with that Modern Warfare Alpha, Beta, 2v2. I know it's been out since September 12 for the people that pre-ordered it. But just recently, up until Monday, which would be the 26th, that's gonna be out by then. Like, it's not gonna be in beta no more. But we have been able to play it. I've played it for about 2 days. Saturday, a little bit on Saturday, and Sunday, which is the time we're recording this. And Sunday is when I hit it with the boy AJ, with the boy Alex and shit.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty good. Pretty good. But I have mixed opinions with it. It's like love-hate type of shit.
See, I feel you. Like, I like it, but at the same time I don't like it. Cause you already know what was going down when we was hitting that shit. I was getting like competitive as fuck for no fucking reason. Like, that's, oh my fucking god. But yes, I personally fucked with the movement on the game.
Yeah, I like the movement.
They added they added a Battlefield type of movement style to it. It makes it more fluid and whatnot, and they added motion blur to the whole entire game, so it makes everything look dope and things of that nature. They did switch up the recoil.
Yeah.
So I guess, I mean, obviously that's what they've been trying to do for the past couple of years. They've been trying to imitate the realism in a Call of Duty game. And
yeah, I think they did pretty good.
I feel like they kind of nailed it with this one, with this on the recoil side of things. Cause it's not even the gun that recoils; it's the screen that does it too. Cause you know, when you shoot the gun shakes, and the gun is in your hand, so your hand shakes, and it makes your eyesight shake.
Yeah.
So really, it's really the same amount of recoil, but I feel like they added the perception of adding more recoil by having like your movement with the eyes and shit like that. But it does get annoying though. It really does get annoying. Like with the M4A1, I cannot save
Yeah,
my
I
life
can't.
with that thing. I cannot
I
save my
can't
life with
use
that
that.
thing. But I can use the MP7, which shoots slightly faster, I think. I don't remember if it did.
It's that SMG, right?
Yeah, it's the SMG.
It's pretty good. Like it's not that the recoil's not that bad on it.
Yeah, the MP7 has always been a favorite in the Modern Warfare series, especially on MW3, which
Yeah,
I think that's when it made its first appearance, I believe. I could be wrong about that one.
I think it was two. I don't know, maybe three.
No,
I remember on three.
it was definitely on Modern Warfare 3, but I don't remember if it was on another Call of Duty and whatnot.
It's on Black Ops 2 as well.
Yeah, it was on Black Ops 2, but I think Black Ops 2 came out after Modern Warfare 3 though. I think.
Yeah, it did.
So yeah, but that's all good though. And then what else did they do? What else did they do to it? I forgot what they did to it, and we were literally just playing it.
Oh,
Uh,
the guns.
yeah, cuz for the 2v2 alpha mode, I don't know if they did it just for the beta or if they're going to keep it there. I low key hope they keep it cuz it kind of keeps it fresh. That
What, having random guns every
yeah,
time?
like you get random classes and then everybody has the same class. I kind of fuck with that because it kind of like equality in a sense because you know everybody has the same guns. No gun is
Yeah,
stronger than
it's
the other,
fair.
even though it's really not fair because you still get bullshitted like in a typical
Yeah,
Call of Duty.
you shoot
um
first, still die.
yeah, you shoot
Typical
first, you still
stuff.
die. You shoot somebody with a sniper, you get a hit marker and they get a one shot, even though it's the same gun, same attachments, same everything. Like, it don't make sense, but that's just how it is,
Yeah,
I
it's not
guess.
consistent. Hopefully, it's not that way at launch, but I really doubt it.
They'll probably fix it, probably not, because I mean, if you really think about it, it's kind of like that on the majority of Call of Duties, especially Black Ops
Yeah,
3, Black Ops 4, even Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3,
Modern Warfare
Ghosts.
3. If I shoot first, I'm getting the kill.
For the most part, on Modern Warfare 3, yes, for the most part, you do. Unless you get like bullshitted by something. And then they definitely buffed the shotguns. They're a lot stronger than what they normally would be, but it makes sense because it's
Yeah,
a fucking shotgun. You know, it's a whole damn shell. They did buff it in regards to distance as well, so you're actually able to shoot a hell of a lot farther with it than before.
yep.
They brought the Olympia, which had a
Yeah, the
different name.
Olympia.
It was called like the Z25 or some bullshit like that, but in our terms, it was basically
It's a
the Black
Olympia.
Ops Olympia. It's basically the Black Ops Olympia, which is not a bad thing. I fuck with it. They definitely improved the way they make the gun reload, because back in Black Ops 1, you know how when you shoot both your shots, like they bring the gun down but they manually put in both, like they put in one bullet and then they put the other.
Yeah, I think
I don't
on that one you put both in the same time, right?
Yeah, they put both of them in at the same time. I was hoping you noticed that because I don't think a lot of people
Yeah,
noticed that. And then they added sniper scopes weirdly on the shotguns, because remember when whenever like whenever they gave us the Olympia but it had a scope on
yeah.
it and we were
That had a whole sniper scope on it. That was a different gun for a second. I think you can put that on any gun. I'm guessing. Like I'm thinking you
yeah,
can put that on an assault rifle as
I
well.
think you might. It'll just depend on the gun. But yeah, from what I was told by some friends and by other people, that the main focus for this Modern Warfare that's gonna come out in 2019 is gonna be the attachments. Apparently, there's gonna be like over 100, maybe even up to 200 attachments for like all the weapons in the game, which is
Yeah,
gonna be fucking crazy. because like there's so many different attachments that you can like like put on your gun, and apparently every single attachment is going to affect the gun, which I mean it makes sense because that's what it's supposed to do, but it might do it in a different kind of way. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like I don't know if you remember, but remember when they gave us the MP5 with that little reflex sight, and then the MP5 without it, but it had a suppressor on it.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you, but for me, I feel like it had like the MP5 without the red dot. It wasn't super hard, but it was a little bit harder to control recoil wise as opposed to the MP5 with the red dot sight. And I don't know if it's because of the red dot sight, or maybe there was a grip under the MP5 that we couldn't see. I don't know
It might
about
have
all
been a
that.
grip.
Yeah, there could have been
It might have been a grip or something.
there really could have been a grip under that. And then the Deagle, bro, dude, I fucking love that thing. Bro, that shit is so fucking like amazing, bro. Like they
Bro, that
actually,
thing OP.
dude. See, the only thing I can say about it is that they lowered the rate of fire for a good purpose.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind it the way
I
it
don't
is.
mind that it. I don't mind that it doesn't shoot at the speed of like Modern Warfare 2 Deagle and shit. But I low key, I'm gonna miss that though. Cause like especially like now when I would play like COD 4 remastered, sometimes I would
Yeah.
just fucking like run around with the Deagle and just fucking spam the shit out of that thing. Cause the fucking
Yeah, you
recoil
can
on there is so
just
high. But yeah, the
just keep
recoil
on
on
tapping
that
on that.
Deagle, as per usual, it is high. But it's like a good kind of recoil. Like you're not gonna be able to not see what you're looking at once you go for it,
Yeah,
and things like that.
it's good recoil on that gun.
Especially when they added the little red dot. The red dot
Yeah, I like
actually
that
made
red
it
dot.
that the it surprisingly made it good to shoot with.
You
Surprisingly.
can you can shoot across the map with that red dot on the deagle.
Well, yeah, because if you think about it, the Deagle's basically a 50 cal bullet, which is in a sniper.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. But yeah, dude, like overall, it's pretty solid. Just some tweaks here and there, and I honestly feel like this Call of Duty, like you said with 2K20, this could be the one. Even though there's
You think
no
it's the one?
zombies, which makes sense because it's made by Infinity Ward. I don't mind it. I really don't mind it, cause
I think this the one.
this could be the one. This really could be low key. Cause, but I mean, at the same time, you really got to give props to Black Ops 4, cause they brought the boots on the ground thing back.
Yeah.
But they fucked up on the little stem bullshit that you stab yourself with.
They they messed up a lot of stuff, microtransactions, everything.
I mean, they could do the same thing in this Modern Warfare. They could add microtransactions and all that bullshit. But for the game overall, I think it's pretty solid as long as they can fix the minor tweaks, not tweets. This ain't fucking Twitter, and other shit like that. Would I buy the game on the day of release? I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I
honestly don't know. I honestly don't know, cause I'm gonna be for real with you. It's been a while since I've bought a game, and especially for $60, I'm kind of over the $60 price tag.
Yeah, I don't know why games are $60. Like on release. Like it should be to me it should be like 40.
I feel you. See, because I remember when they were coming out at $60. I remember when it was $60, but you still had the entire game for the most part.
Yeah. It
Cause
wasn't no extra things like DLC and stuff. You had
and
everything.
and even if there was, the DLCs were optional. You didn't have to get it.
Yeah.
And but nowadays, the day no, you could even pre-order a season pass. How, Sway? How you gonna pre-order DLC for a game that ain't even out yet? How?
Man, they crazy. It's crazy.
Cause see, if you really think about it, right? Example, the Black Ops, or just yeah, we're gonna go with Black Ops because it has zombies in it and shit, right?
Yeah.
For um for their DLC map packs, right? It comes with like 4 multiplayer maps, 1 zombies map, right? $14.99. That's their usual price for a DLC pack. And they have 4 of them. Every 2
Yeah.
gives you $30. So 30 plus 30, that's $60 worth of DLC. So
Yeah.
you buy the game for $60. And then you spend another $60 for the DLC. That's
$120.
$120 in total. So really, you're not spending $60 anymore. You're spending $120 almost right out the gate. And that's if you're
You're
buying the
you're
standard
paying for
edition.
2 new games.
And that's if you're buying the standard edition. Because you got to
Oh
remember,
yeah.
especially in the Call of Duty world, they got that deluxe edition and that hardened edition that gives you like little knickknacks and like exclusive DLC and shit like that you can
Yeah.
only get if you pay that extra 20 or that extra. But yeah, so most people feel like they've had issues with the PlayStation 4 controller. I haven't had any issues with it in regards to its size. The only thing I can really say about it, and it's probably because I played nothing but Destiny for 2 years, the R2, obviously because that's the button that you shoot. You know how it has like 2 hinges and shit?
Yeah.
So on my white PS4 controller, one of the hinges broke, but it didn't break to the point where like the fucking button falls out, but it breaks to the point where if I press down my R2, it'll come down lopsided and it'll get stuck and it won't like go back up.
That's the problem the PS3 had as well.
Really?
PS3 controllers and PS2s.
Well, the thing is that the PS2 controller never had triggers though. The PS3 did, but they were like inverted triggers.
Yeah, PS3. I don't mean PS4. I mean
Huh.
two.
That's actually, now that I think about it, yeah. Yeah, they kind of did. I didn't have any issues with them though. The only time I recalled having an issue with them is because I was playing Call of Duty Ghosts one time and I got mad enough that I threw my controller on the floor.
And the thing got stuck, right?
Yeah,
Like the back,
like
the R2,
I would press it down
Mr. R.
and it wouldn't come back up. So I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, dude, what the fuck? But yeah, other
That was
than
easy to
that,
fix though.
yeah, for the most part. But other than that, me personally, I feel like the controller's pretty solid. They could make it a bit bigger if they wanted to. I personally wouldn't have an issue with it.
I wouldn't either.
The only thing I feel like they could have done with the PS4 controller is giving you the option to turn the LED completely off.
Yeah.
Because obviously, I don't even think most people know. I'm pretty sure most people know. But for those that don't know, whenever you buy a PS4 controller, or even if you get the PS4 controller that comes with your console, the brightness setting on your remote is automatically set to the brightest setting, which does make the battery not last as long. So obviously there's a setting for it so you can adjust the brightness. I have it on dim, but even on dim, that shit's still bright sometimes, especially when you're playing at night.
Yeah.
And for me, it got to a point where on my white PS4 controller, I put a piece of duct tape over it.
Does that really help?
I mean, yeah, because it blocked it. I put it was black duct tape.
But I feel like the light is still on even though you
Oh no no
blocked
no
it.
no 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 no! The light is still on, but the issue is like the light hitting is like seeing the light hitting you in the face, not hitting you in the face, but just shit like
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah.
Cause sometimes you just want your room to be completely dark, but you can't even do that because your fucking PS4 lights all blazing and shit. But other than
Yeah.
that, I feel like it was still a pretty solid remote. I feel like they could have added more functionality to the touch bar though.
Yeah, the touch bar is rarely used.
Yeah, it's rarely ever used, especially in like single player games.
I think it's used in PlayStation 4 exclusives, maybe like
Yeah, it's
Infamous or something.
definitely used more on there. I know that on GTA the touch bar is basically the select button, and that's all it really
Yeah.
does. And I know that when you're shooting in first person, you can swipe up on the touchpad and it'll throw a grenade while you're shooting. So that way you don't have to switch to your grenades and then switch back to your gun and shit like that. But hopefully the PS5 controller looks good. Like I mentioned before, I'm still not gonna get the PlayStation 5 no matter what they do, cause I'm gonna stick with my PC, cause I should have switched over to PC like years ago. And yeah, that's my thing. I don't
Yeah.
know about
I'm
you
gonna
though.
I'm gonna switch to PC. I mean, I might get a PS4 because of the exclusives.
A PS4?
Might depend. I
You
know
mean the console that you're
PS5,
recording on?
the PS5. I might get a PS5 if they have maybe a certain exclusive I want, but that's it. I mean, for the most part, I'm gonna get PC.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. But speaking of PC, head ass. Nah, that was the worst way to transition into the next topic. Anyways, remember, I don't know if I ever talked about it on the podcast. Even if I did, it was probably a while back. Remember how they announced a One Punch Man game?
Yeah.
Okay, so this was my question, and I'm pretty sure this was everyone else's question. How could they make a One
A
Punch
One
Man
Punch Man.
game and have it not be boring, or like boring in the sense that since Saitama can basically one punch everything, how would they make the
How do
game,
you lose?
like how would they make the game more entertaining or more playable?
Yeah.
And when I saw the trailer a couple days ago, because a friend of mine told me what they did to the game, even though it's not out yet, I'm actually really surprised that they were able to come up with that. I'm kind of impressed that they were able to come up with that for a second.
What is it?
And it could work. It really could work. So here's the thing. In this One Punch Man game, he's still going to be OP. So he's still going to be able to one punch everything. But this is how they're doing it. So it's essentially kind of like a Budokai Tenkaichi 3 / Xenoverse type fighting game. So it's kind of like 3D-ish in a sense, like literal 3D-ish. But for the most part, it's still like it's kind of like a Tekken type of thing, Tekken type of 3D.
Oh, okay.
So that's how that's kind of formatted, right? But it has like a little bit of like Xenoverse, Budokai Tenkaichi type 3D and stuff. So it's not gonna be exactly like Tekken, but for the most part, it's kind of like that. But this is how they made it work. You play as the side characters, and you're fighting all the people that are in the anime. So like the Deep Sea King, and maybe eventually you'll get to Boros, and all the other people, all the underground Sea King. I think I might have just said that. So basically, you're fighting as the side characters fighting like, you know, the fucking enemies and shit. And all you have to do is survive long enough for Saitama to show up and beat him in one punch.
Oh, that's pretty. That's live. That's pretty live.
So it's kind of like this. So you could be playing as Genos or like fuck, I forgot his name. The wolf guy. I forget his name, but you know, it's the fucking wolf looking dude. And then the guy on the bicycle even. You're gonna be able to play as the telekinesis girl. Damn, it's been a minute since I watched it. I don't even remember their fucking names. And yeah, so you'll basically be able to play as the other heroes. And obviously, since these enemies are fucking strong, you're not gonna be able to beat them. They said it like that and just made it so that you survive long enough for him to pull up and finish it for you.
So you don't play as One Punch Man.
No, you don't. Well, based on the trailer, you don't play as One Punch Man. You play as everybody else.
I feel like people will be kind of pissed off about that.
Yeah, I could
how
kind
is
of
this a
see
One
that.
Punch Man game and I can't play as One Punch Man type of
Yeah.
thing?
But I don't know. I might have to look at the trailer again, but maybe, cause it was real brief when they made him pull up. Maybe there's a part where once he pulls up, you can play as him, and then like finish him off, playing as him. I'm gonna have to look at the trailer again for that one, cause I'm honestly not too sure now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, that's basically the main premise of the game. You're fighting as the side characters, holding off long enough for him to pull up against all of the major antagonists from the game. So like the Deep Sea King, you might fight the Lobster Dude. I don't know. I don't think you'd end up fighting the Lobster Dude. The Mosquito Chick. I don't know if you'd end up fighting Speed Soundo Sonic. I don't know if you remember him.
Nah, I
He had
don't.
like he's basically like the Flash. Like he's quick as fuck. And then he had a one-on-one with Saitama, and he was going like he was running around him trying to like fuck with him and shit. And right when he was about to like slice him and shit, that's when Saitama like pulled his fist up, and like the dude landed on his fist, but like like his nuts landed on the fist. You don't remember that part?
Yeah, I think so. It's been a minute.
Well,
I'm gonna watch it again.
once you look it up on Google who he is, you'll know who I'm talking about. But yeah, I think that's really interesting how they were able to make it work like that. Cause I
Yeah.
would have never thought of that. I ain't even gonna cap. I would have never thought of that shit. Whoever, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Shout out to whoever came up with that idea. That man or woman deserves a fucking raise. They deserve a goddamn
Yeah,
raise.
that was that's a good idea.
That's the
Like
most
that's a
clever shit I ever heard of in my life. Like that's some clever ass shit. But I don't remember when they said the game was gonna come out. I think it might be towards the end of the year or the beginning of next year. I'm gonna look at the trailer again, just so I can be sure, cause I ain't trying to give out false information and shit. You feel me?
yeah.
Oh, come on. What the fuck? Let me see this
And
shit.
the game
Wait, is the game out already?
I
Wait,
I
no way. I'm gonna have to hold on. I might have to hit this trailer real quick. Yeah, you do get to play as him for a bit. I
oh
think. Cause like right at the beginning of the trailer, like it shows that like it basically shows like his name on the shit against the other guy, like against like all the antagonists and shit.
Yeah.
Huh. That's gonna be pretty interesting. By performing combos and perfect guards. Okay, can you survive long enough for him to arrive? Oh shit, bruh. The dude, you can even play as the fucking wow. You even get to ride on the dude's bike. That's fucking live, bro.
That's a lot.
Yeah, cause then he pulls up. Yeah, you're able to play as him, cause he pulls up, and that's when you're able to play as him for like a brief second.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's pretty live. I
oh
like that. I like
shit.
that.
Okay, they have team battle, so you can do 3-on-3. Okay. Okay, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. I didn't catch that when I watched it the first time. Let's see. Here comes a new character. Yeah, that's when the telekinesis bitch comes in. Let me see. Where's the release date? Where is the fucking release date? Yeah, all it says is coming soon. Wait, but when was this trailer made, though? I need to see when this trailer was made. This trailer was made 5 days ago. Yeah, this trailer was made 5 days ago at the time of recording. But
So
legit,
it was made on 20th.
I'm literally getting suggested services though of Best Buy selling it, unless it's a pre-order. Yeah, it's a pre-order.
Yeah, it has to be. I don't think it's out yet.
Yeah, it's not out yet. It is gonna be PS4 and Xbox One. Yeah, it's not even on Best Buy. It'll tell you when. Yeah, the fucking release date is not announced. Well, hopefully it comes pretty soon. Are you looking at the trailer right now?
I looked at it, but it wasn't gameplay though.
Yeah, it
It
was.
was. I looked at it. I guess I saw something else. I'm not too sure.
Let me send you the link to it, cause I think you might have
Alright.
watched a different one, cause in the trailer they did show gameplay for sure. They for sure showed gameplay. But I would definitely cop it to give it a shot. But there's always the but. Since it is a fighting game and it kind of has that Xenoverse type of thing to it with 3D fighting and whatnot, I'm probably only going to cop it when it comes on sale.
To me, I'm kind of skeptical about anime games because
Yeah, because they
most of
usually
them are the
flop.
same.
They usually
Yeah,
flop.
most of them, like they get hyped up and stuff. Then like you don't really hear about them in a couple months.
This is true. But did you get the link I
And
sent you
like
just
one
now?
button is all the combos. Wait, let me. Can't find my phone. Hold up.
But yeah, and like some combos, like all you're doing is pressing one button and shit like that.
Yeah,
But yeah, I totally get it though. I totally fucking get it.
but Zooniverse is what's it? That's what called Universe. It's
Yeah,
not really like that.
yeah,
It's
Xenoverse wasn't really like that.
yes, it's skill based. Like when you do combos and things like that. It's not like anybody can really jump on and whoop everybody.
Yeah,
It's not like that.
for sure, without a doubt. Oh shit. That
But
wasn't supposed to
if
hit the way it did. Right, but continue.
but if One Punch Man is like that, then it'll be good. because it's actually skill based. It's not just
Hmm.
tapping X the whole time or something, tapping square for every combo.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I definitely agree with that. So for all you people that watch One Punch Man or are a fan of One Punch Man, keep the scope on this video game shit, because it might not be a half bad game. Me personally, like I've said, I'm only gonna cop that shit when it's on sale, because most fighting games that are based on animes usually flop, so I'm not paying $60 for that. And yeah, yes, yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah, you're right. You're right. It is kind of like a. It kind of looks like Tekken. What I mean by that is like the 3D.
Yeah, cause it's like, cause it
Yeah,
starts
I know what
off
you mean.
as the viewpoint of Tekken, like being two characters on both sides. But then as you play the game, it's able to go into like the super 360 3D mode. But for the most part,
Yeah,
based on what I saw in the trailer, it's kind of like a Tekken 3D and not necessarily a full immersive 3D. Hopefully
yeah.
you can
This
break
looks
shit in
fire.
there. Hopefully you can break shit in the game, cuz from what I noticed, there was only the gameplay was only on one map or one stage, to be more particular. It was only on one stage, and that's kind of but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna have more stages though. Because since it does say coming soon, what we're seeing right now might not even be what we receive. It might be completely better, or it might go completely opposite. We won't know.
Yeah.
So we gonna have to keep ourselves up to date with all that One Punch stuff. But before we get out of here, is there anything you want to talk about? Anything that's on your
No.
mind? Anything that's been pissing you off for no reason?
Nah, man.
Besides Call of
Don't
Duty.
piss me off. Maybe 2K, but that's
2K!
yeah.
2K!
2K.
But yeah, alright, so we gonna stop it right here for y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Make sure y'all leave a like. Make sure y'all share with all you peeps, with your grandma, with your grandpa, with your great aunt, with your stepdad. I don't
Everybody.
everybody up in this mug. You feel me?
Your baby mama,
Yes,
anybody, everybody.
especially the baby mama. Cause when they hate you, they gon' listen to this podcast, and then they gon' think you still ain't shit. I don't know what I was trying to say with that, but I also want
I'm
to
dead,
thank
bro.
all the people that have been listening since the first episode. Cause now we're at
Yeah,
episode 52, and that's legit one whole year of podcasts.
1 year. No breaks out here every
No
week.
breaks out here, bro. No fucking breaks. Like that's pretty fucking crazy. And
Man, we're consistent.
there's so many
Consistency.
times where we almost couldn't record an episode, but we made that shit work.
Hell yeah.
And we broke too. We ain't even got money. Imagine when we get money. Head up. Nah,
Man,
but
this
I
podcast will be
do.
fire, fire.
Hell yeah, bro. But I do want to thank all the people that listen to the podcast, that take the time out of their day to pick this podcast and plug them earphones in or full blast
Yeah,
that phone speaker and listen to all the stupid shit we gotta say. Even if y'all ain't
yeah.
here the entire time, even if it's only 10 minutes.
Just thank you for coming. Just thank you for coming. You know,
Pause.
bro.
That's gay, Alex. You gotta say no
No
homo
homo.
or else it's gay. Like,
No homo.
but anyways, we'll see you guys next week for season 2, episode 53. And hopefully we get
Salute.
Jose on that shit. So we'll see you guys next week.
In the next one.
In the next one. Salute.
Salute.